Shalom, everyone, and welcome to this week's Israel Update. I'm Joseph Good. I live in Houston, and uh, I have with me Gila Trebich, who lives in Jerusalem, and Gila is what I would call a linguist. She is knowledgeable in very fluent in many languages and expertise. And we have Roy Shaposhnik, who is the Brigade Association for the Brock Brigade 188. He's also the Deputy Brigade Commander. And a lot of has been happening, and so we want to get right into it to talk about these events. Roy, you look somewhat tired. It's been busy, right?
It's been extremely busy, guys. First of all, shalom. Good to see you all again. It's been busy. And every time when you think you're reaching to a kind of a peak, you're reaching to an higher peak than that. And that's amazing.
Well, listen, uh, the brigade has been down in Gaza. What is going on in Gaza?
The brigade is still in Gaza. We are still inside Khan Yunis, where we are actually working extremely hard protecting Morag corridor, which is one of the most important corridors for humanitarian aid to enter to Gaza. In parallel to that, we are very busy in keep on pushing Hamas towards the areas that it's called the Muasi area. That's basically the area where we want them to stay. We have a face-to-face combat with Hamas terrorists that are climbing out from the racks of the buildings, from tunnels still that we are trying to build up to explode. And it's something that is becoming now more a chase of a cat versus a mouse. They know that we are there. We know they are there. And whenever they are trying to lift their head up, we are trying to take it out. The brigade is working hard. It's not easy. The weather, it's extremely hot in Gaza.
Yes,
The humidity is extremely hot. Heading to that, the fact that people are tired. Let's not face. Let's not lie to each other. We are tired. It's 600. Sorry, it's 1 month and 9 months. 1 year and 9 months. Sorry.
1 year, 9 months. Now, fighting's still continuing.
So the fighting is still there. The IDF is working very hard, damaging all the infrastructure of Hamas, mainly the underground and the buildings. We are demolishing.
I'm sorry, Roy. I think there's also another important purpose. They're trying to move the population, the ones that are not clearly Hamas, to areas that are controlled by Israel and where they will get the humanitarian aid.
Not by Israel. Those areas are not controlled by Israel.
Humanitarian aid is supplied by an American company.
So let's put it in the right context.
Israel is protecting the area.
The Israeli are allowing the convoys to enter from Israel's side all the way to an American civilian company camp that they are actually giving the aid to the people of Gaza. The problem is Hamas is trying very hard to take over the aid that is coming into and to split it to their own people, which is causing right now serious fire between the Americans and Hamas. Adding that, which are Bedouin militias that are not in favor of Hamas, that Israel is supporting them. They are also getting involved, trying to put their hands on the humanitarian aid and to split it to civilian. So no matter how you look at it, you have all of a sudden four different groups: Hamas, American company, Israel, IDF, and the militias. The idea is to strengthen the militias and to weak Hamas, which is happening a lot. They are giving us a lot of assistance and mainly intel, which allows us to get closer and closer to sensitive place and to gain more control on the area.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
remember, Israel is now taking over more than 75% of the Gaza Strip, and that is huge.
Let me ask you, in the 188th Brigade, uh, are 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 the soldiers there, the warriors, the fighters, are they being involved in any of the actual conflict? Uh, the, the
Um, the answer to that is yes and no. Joe, I will explain. You have to understand the situation. We are sitting and we see in front of us at the distance of 250 meters. That's
okay,
the distance. We see the trucks that are
That's
moving away.
750 feet. 750 feet.
Yes, thank you,
yeah,
thank you. We
Mhm.
see the trucks that are leaving from our escort, driving inside towards the American company, and all of a sudden, you see Hamas
Hamas.
taking over, climbing over the trucks, um, trying to manipulate the driver. They are threatening the drivers with weapon, trying to let them divert from their route. And
Wow.
instead of driving towards the Americans, to turn into Hamas places over there. We are not interfering with fire because there is a lot of people, civilian people over there. But we do allowing the United Nations and the Americans to get all the pictures, the footage, the faces of those terrorists and helping the Americans to try to take over and to gain those trucks back. It's not
Wow.
simple. 250 meters, 750 feet is very close to us. It's a
right,
distance that a bullet can be fired upon us and can actually cause the damage.
okay.
Mm.
What we had a discussion before we went live on this, and you showed some pictures of one of the 188 tanks was hit. You can you explain? Can you share with
So,
everybody because
of
this
course.
this directly relates to this update and the support that the people are giving. Uh, you'll see firsthand how that the dollars that you give are saving lives.
Mm.
Absolutely saving lives. And I have to take advantage of this platform and to tell you all to these amazing viewers, thank you. So the story is the following. One of our
Roy says that your place in heaven is secured now. You saved so many lives.
you can't believe how much your place in heaven is secured. So the story is the following. Thanks to your amazing donation, we have managed to purchase bulletproof vests and tactical helmets. And in our last time that we have been here, we spoke about how it's well protected and helped us. A day after, Company C in the 53rd Battalion, the company commander, Captain Guy Dugma, a great guy, went together with his company straight into one of the most dangerous places in Khan Yunis. A terrorist came behind, placed a bomb on the tank. The bomb exploded. The tank had some wounded people inside. Guy Dugma, a true hero, left his tank, ran over to his the other tank, and started to pull out the team of the tank. And while he's doing it, a terrorist shot at him with an AK-47. Corey, if you can show it, that will be great. That bullet, this is Guy, by the way, in hospital. The reason that he's smiling over here is thanks to you. Thanks to all of you guys. And the bullet that was shot, an AK-47, hit his bulletproof vest. Look at the amount of blood. And I'm telling you, you can't believe. I mean, it's a sponge. You can only imagine how much blood was taking inside of this bulletproof vest. If you can all see where the bullet went in and actually stopped over there. And thanks to that, Guy's life was saved. Thanks to you, Guy's life was saved. And this is priceless. And once again, I want to say
this would have hit his kidneys or his liver or something like that, huh?
more than that.
Yeah.
Gila, remember, this bullet at his stomach, taking in consideration the amount of time until we would take him out to an hospital, he would lose blood and he will pass away.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yes, in the good
Oh my
scenario,
God. Yes.
kidney and so on, but let's be realistic, guys. That's
Yeah.
it.
Now
Yeah.
he's out of the hospital and is going back to his unit, right?
He's out of the hospital, and yesterday he sent me a picture with the brand new vest that he got from us.
God.
And he said to me, thank you once again. And this is, guys, it's all thanks to you.
Okay, I think it's important that the people
Amazing.
see,
Yeah.
you know, that their donations are going and actually saving lives. Okay, now, what's the news on the ceasefire?
So I'm living this on the side, the talks between Witkoff, Netanyahu, Qatar, and Hamas. We as an army, we have reorganized and reshifting our position in a way that we are ready. Once we will get the order, we are okay to sign the agreement and to release
the ceasefire.
hostages.
For the ceasefire.
Agreement. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So it's important to say, we spoke about it last week. I personally believe that we are on a very near stage of
Yeah. Looks like it. Now it really looks like it.
yes, and I can tell you one important thing. One can only keep on praying, keep on hoping. We all need it. We need it soon. We need it very, very, very bad. The people needs it. We need to bring our boys home. And then we need to see what's going on afterwards. But first of all, bring the boys back home.
And how many
Absolutely.
hostages will be released in this ceasefire?
So, Joe, we are talking about 8 live hostages out of the 20, and we are talking about 12 bodies. So
Okay.
that will take us from 50 hostages into 30. But remember, the good important thing is that one of the main things that Witkoff has announced is that we will have an immediate, straight negotiation about ending the war.
Ending the war. Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't it 8 and then 2 more at the end of the ceasefire period?
Maybe you're right, Gila. Maybe you're
I
right.
think it's a total of 10, if
Could
I
be.
remember correctly.
Could
I think it's 8 right away.
So if that's so, then it's 20 all in all. Maybe 8 plus
Yeah.
10 alive and 10 dead. But
Yeah.
I will check it out. Hold on. I will let you know in a second.
Yeah. That's what I heard. I mean, I just know from the news, but that's what
Okay.
I seem to remember, that 8 right away and 2 at the end of the
Yes,
ceasefire.
Gila,
period.
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Okay, so that's 10.
Thanks.
10
Yes.
hostages. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's switch from the south and let's go north. A lot occurred yesterday in Syria, and can you give us a briefing on that?
I think it's such a big dissonance because in one hand there is conversations about Israel negotiating with Ashara about a normalization agreement between Israel and Syria. In the meantime, they are sending their troops towards the Druze villages up in the south and also in the north and creating a massacre. And today I had a conversation with a good friend of mine, Imad Chapka. He is the father of the 53 Battalion, Salman
Oh,
Chapka,
yeah, who was shot, who was
who
killed.
was shot
Yeah.
in Gaza. And he cried to me on the phone today. And he said, Roy, all of a sudden, 7th of October occurred to me again, because that's what they feel that happened over there. They are
Yeah.
talking about humiliation. They are talking about sex violations. They're talking about killing, murdering kids, cutting off the beard of the most important religious leaders of the Druze,
Leaders,
which is
yeah.
an amazing humiliation. The main problem was that Israel paid attention to it and started to attack mainly the tanks of Ashara, and they were encouraged to keep on moving forward. And then the Druze from Israel, Joe, imagine, the Druze from Israel broke the border, broke the line,
Fence, broke the
the fence,
fence. Yeah.
and ran into Syria to
Yeah,
help
about
their
1,000
brothers.
of them, it said, almost
1,000.
1,000 of them.
Now,
Yeah,
300,
Israel.
I understand 300 Druze were murdered.
I understood that even more than that. I don't have the exact number. The footage that I saw is really insane. I mean,
It's gruesome. It's gruesome.
you know what?
It's very disturbing. It's very terrible.
And I'm trying to understand, if you're getting into a normalization with Israel and you know that Israel is supporting the Druze, then why you're doing it? What's the use? What is getting out of it from you?
And not only that, how can you trust a leader like this?
Right.
That's massacring his own people.
And so it's right now they have agreed on a kind of a ceasefire, which is so far it's about 8 hours since they declare it, which is not bad at all. But you can never know when it will happen again. Israel retaliated quick. We have attacked straight in Damascus. We shut down the main headquarters of the Syrian army. We destroyed 11 tanks. We are there. But again, it's not our fight. It's not our war. What I find very difficult to understand, and I'm using again this platform to ask the question, where is the world?
Yeah.
Where is the rest of the world?
The world is busy condemning Israel.
Yes.
That's all the world does all the time.
And,
all right.
And you know, it's insane.
Now, the Druze.
And they massacred Christians in Syria. They bombed the church and they massacred Christians. And nobody says anything, not the head of the UN, not the head of the international court, nobody. They're all busy condemning Israel.
Yep.
One of the things
very sad, very sad,
get confused about is the Druze are not an Arab group. The Druze live in Israel, they live in Syria, and they live in Lebanon.
Right.
And they're all very tight-knit group. And I'm not surprised that 1,000 Druze from Israel went to the aid of their brothers, their sisters in Syria.
Right.
They are.
It was amazing because they ran in their uniforms of the Israeli army.
Yes, then that's a good point. They fight in the Israeli army. Okay.
Right.
The Druze that live in Israel.
And then at some point, the people took off the Syrian flag and raised an Israeli flag there.
And that was amazing to see it, actually. I have to tell you.
in the middle
Joe,
of
what
Syria.
you said is very accurate. But we all need to remember the Druze that we have in Israel, the Druze in Lebanon, the Druze in Syria, they are all one big family.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and when I mean family,
married to each other. And,
correct,
yeah.
correct. And despite the nationality, despite where they live, for them, the border is not a boundary. Meaning, if they want to cross over, they will do anything to do it.
Yeah,
And we've
to
seen
help
that
the
right now.
brothers. Yeah, to help the brothers. Yeah.
To help
Right.
their brothers. And I remind you all that in the Golan Heights, for many, many, many years, the Druze in the Golan Heights refused to get an Israeli ID because they were afraid that Assad regime will attack them because of their family becoming Israeli. And now
Right.
all of a sudden, they change all of it. They are looking towards us. More than that, the Druze leader in Syria said to Israel government,
Annex us.
guys,
Annex us. They
correct,
say annex us.
correct.
Make us part of Israel.
Make us part of Israel. Take the land. Make it a part of Israel. We are willing to become Israelis. For them, by the way, sorry for using this phrase, but it's a winning on the lottery to become an Israeli. Okay, but that's the situation, and this is a very tough situation because we see that the Turkish are trying to get influence with Ashara against Israel from a weird reason. What do you want from us? We have nothing to do with you. It's like everybody wants a part of Syria.
Okay. Now, the leader of the Syrians is Ashara.
Right.
Correct.
He's former ISIS, isn't he?
Yes, absolutely. He's former ISIS.
Okay. And so, people have a pretty good impression that's pretty negative of ISIS because they were brutal. They were just absolutely
Horrific.
horrible thing. And now this Shara has taken over Syria. This was an attack by the Syrian army against the Druze.
Yes.
Not some proxy militia
No.
His people.
But
It's definitely with his permission.
The problem is, and I have to put that up front, okay?
Yeah.
Ashara is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I will explain. He's wearing a suit. He's wearing a suit.
Very good. Very good.
And the European Union sees him as the new leader of Syria, a great guy, handsome, and we can go ahead and make a peace with him. In the meantime, the females, the women in Syria are getting the same treatment as ISIS treated the women over there. So it's showing to the world that is more advanced and modern, but internal back home, he is ISIS all over. And the world doesn't see it.
Right.
Yeah, but the West is running to embrace him. The British premier was there, the French were there.
And you know why?
President Trump.
And to criticize Israel for coming to the aid of the Druze.
Correct?
Yeah.
And the
Only
world
Israel is helping the Druze, yeah.
The world is embracing him because he's the only alternative right now in Syria. The main fear, also from what happened 2 days ago and yesterday with the Druze, the main fear is not Ashara. The main fear is that the civilian war will start all over again.
The civil war, the civil war.
Sorry,
yes.
I said
I know.
And Turkey will take advantage to come in, and that's a threat. Okay.
And that's why Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Azerbaijan, everybody is pushing the world to support Ashara for stability.
Now, in our last update, we showed on Lebanon all the various different groups. I understand that in Syria, there's the same thing. To most of the American public, Syria, we're talking about it's Arab, okay? but it's actually all these various groups, and civil war could just break out at any time. Okay.
So the situation over there in Lebanon and in Syria is pretty much the same as we spoke last time. In Lebanon, unlike in Syria, in Lebanon, the government is controlling the area. We understand for sure that Hezbollah is talking seriously about disarming, and Israel will withdraw out from the area, the 6 checkpoints out in Lebanon.
Okay. And so,
Now,
but each color here indicates on this map indicates
absolutely.
a different ethnic group, religious group, and so on, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
correct. No, absolutely. So the brown and red is mainly the Druze area. You can actually see their location. The green is more the Arabs itself. But when I say Arabs, you need to understand the conservative ones, the ones that are not running towards. You can see that it's bigger than all the others, but it doesn't mean that in population it's there. Those are mainly open areas when they have some small villages. That's about it.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're down
And
to our last.
every color is a different ethnic group. It's like crazy.
Yes. Yes.
We're down to
Yeah.
our last couple minutes. Before we go out, just a real brief word about what about Iran?
Iran is still there. The threat is still there. The Houthis are still firing upon us rockets from time to time. There are Iran troops, terrorist troops, that are trying to get through the triangle border between Israel, Jordan, and Syria through the Yarmouk River. We are deeply, deeply, deeply involved with capturing them. Joe, we have managed to capture 3 teams, 3 terrorist organizations that went inside. We have done that. The threat is there. There is still talking about a kind of a nuclear agreement. I don't see that happens. If you ask me what are the chances that Israel will attack again in Iran, is higher than we will have an agreement with them.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Listen, I want to thank everybody for your support. Please go to the David Fund, help out with the situation. We want to be able to save more lives. We want to be able to support the army and to give our vote against this terrorism and be a
Please.
voice against
Please.
terrorism.
Please, guys, we need it. We've showed it to
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.